welcome to another exciting episode of On This Table. This is the show where we bring you issues confronting life and the world at large, and of course, bring possible solutions to these life issues. On this note, I welcome you officially. My name is Joy Dixon, I'm your host, and today we're going to be talking about role models. Do they matter? Yes, I said we because I have a guest in the house. He's a filmmaker, he's a fashion designer, he's a content producer, he's a director with so many hats on his head. Let's get on this very quick break. When I come back, I'll introduce my guest. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back. Now, I'm excited to talk to this person in particular because he's someone that inspires me a lot. Yes, I said that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome my guest. His name is Mr. Ken Chris. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Why did you do that at first?
When you are being introduced, you have to come up with this kind of hello.
Why do I feel like you did not believe that you were the person I was introducing?
Even myself, I can't even believe that the one here. I'm back again.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You look good. So, are you going for a formal occasion after now? Or you're going to get a bride or something? Because you look like a groom right now.
Actually, I'm going to do
no,
something.
We are okay.
But we won't say it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, we're going to be talking about role models. And first of all, do you have a role model?
Of course.
Okay.
When it comes to the ministerial aspects and the Christendom, I have a role model. And my role model is my mentor, the person of Pastor David Ibiomian.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my mentor. And then Bishop David Oyedebo. I have other ones, but the major person is Pastor David Ibiomian.
Okay.
Then in the filmmaking aspects, I have director Steven Spielberg, that's of the foreign
Not Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah. And then in Nollywood, my role model happens to be Kule Afolaya.
Wow, I like him.
Yeah,
have you seen that his movie October 1st?
Yeah,
Evergreen.
Yes. I haven't watched the other one. I think the one
he did with
Otedola's daughter. That should be Citation.
Citation, yeah.
And then the latest one he did again, Swallow.
Swallow.
Yeah,
Is it? It's not out yet.
No, it's out.
Because I saw the trailer some time ago.
Yeah, I just saw the movie yesterday. I had to watch, and I love all his contents, like his creativity, his plotting, the way he comes up with the story, and he's very original. For instance, if he's shooting a movie that has to do with 1972, 1976, he has to bring it alive because that's all about filmmaking. Make the people believe that, okay, this possible thing that happened, or the picture, or the trend as of then. So if you watch this Swallow, you will really love it because he took the movie back as far back as 1976. So it's very interesting. So he's my role model, and amongst other successful directors that have results.
Okay, so where we've been saying role model, I think it would be very nice to start from the beginning and really know who a role model is.
Well, a role model is someone. Let me simplify it anyway. A role model is someone that has proven results, that inspires you, that motivates you, that, pushes you to do something useful, something productive with the talent that is in line with what he's also doing, he or she rather. Because you can't just call someone a role model, someone that doesn't have results. It is the result that triggers people to call you and see you as a role model. Okay. For instance, you are an actor, people love your movies, they love how far you got in the industry. And you see, like, people will say, Peter Doche is my role model.
Yeah.
You see someone will say, Mercy Johnson is my role model. The reason is these people have proven results to show for. So you can't call yourself a role model when you don't have any result to show for. So in a nutshell, role model is someone that has proven results, that inspires you, influences you, and motivates you to do something productive that is also in line with what the person is doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a role model.
Okay, so what are the criteria in choosing a role model?
Well, like I said, the person must have a proven result.
Okay.
When I mean a proven result, for instance, if swimming pool promises you fish, won't you run? You will run now because there's no
Yeah,
fish
there's
in the
no
swimming
fish. Yeah.
pool. So the only thing that can promise you fish is the ocean, the river, all those kind of stuff. So that person must have contents. You can't just wake up and say, okay, this is my role model. Okay, what's the reason? Your reason of choosing this person as a role model? You don't have any tangible. So the criteria are: you must have proven results, you must have values that you people are being influenced with. For instance, the way your charisma, your story, how far you came about before you became the star, the celebrity, and all that. So you must have proven results. You must have good character. Your character matters. Now, your talents can take you to the heights of stardom, but what keeps you going is your character. When you don't have good character, you can't go far. That's the simple truth. So these are the few criterias that can actually qualify you to be a role model. Now, in those proven results are included with a whole lot of stuff that are successful about you.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's those now in results. When I'm saying results, result doesn't mean an actual thing. It connotes a whole lot inside, like how far you've gone in the industry, how far you've gone in your musical career, how far you've gone in your creativity and all that. So those are the criteria that can qualify you to be a role model. Because whether you like it or not, there are many people out there. You don't know them, but they know you. They see you as your role model. So whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you showcase out there, that's what they pick from you. Sometimes you see some people behaving like maybe like Peter Dochie, let me not say Mama Precious Osoko. That one is the wicked aspect. Nobody likes being wicked.
But she's
No, but
in reality she's a very
no,
nice
she's a very
person.
nice person.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mama Precious Osoko is a very nice woman. Those are just the character
Yeah, her
interpretation
character.
in the
Yeah,
movie. Yeah.
yeah.
So you see some people want to be like Michael Jackson. You see them dancing, making those moves. That's because they see him as a role model, their own role model. So that's just about the role model aspect.
Okay, so now what this means is, if you must have a role model, it should be in line with whatever you're doing.
For instance, I love acting and I want to become a better actor. Now, there's no way you can become more better if you don't have someone that you learn from
Okay, in that industry.
in that
Okay.
industry. I'm a director and I want to be a successful director. There's no how I can be successful if I don't have someone that I look up to, someone that is more bigger, better than me, that have had good results that I don't learn from. I must have a director I learn from if I must be successful in that area. Now, if you're the type that you don't want to focus on a particular aspect, there are some people that love directing only epic movies, movies that has to do with the suburb and all that. So if you want something like that, you have people like Ugezu, Jay Ugezu,
Yeah.
a Nollywood director. He focuses on that. That's his area. If you want to be versatile, you are talking about people like Kule Afolayan, because he can go epic, he can go classic, he can go, he's all round, yeah, in a nutshell. So if you must choose someone as your role model, it must be in line with the area of your passion. If it's music, then you have to be talking about, depending on the kind of music anyway. You have people that are into classic kind of music, have people in R&B,
Fuji.
Fuji, Afro. If it's Afro, And that means you're talking about people like Zlatan and Co, all those kind of stars. So it must be in line with what you have passion for, what your heart yearns for, what you really want to do that you don't have to struggle to achieve.
Okay, so now, do you think celebrities they make good role models?
Well, it
I mean,
depends.
considering what is happening now, the plenty saga and all that, the plenty show off and all
The
that.
thing is, not all celebrities make good role models to people out there. At some point, as a celebrity, if you do not comport yourself, see this fame of a thing, it has a kind of spirit. When you become famous, you feel you have all sort of immunity, like you can do anything you
Anything,
like.
yeah.
So at that point, if you do not control it, I tell you, you just see yourself doing some things on a normal day you were not meant to do. If I never bargain for it, you never sign for it, you see yourself, okay, that's why you see some. Initially, when they started, they were not smoking. But you see them, they now go into drugs, smoke. Okay, someone like the son of Will Smith, his son, I think Jaden Smith. You need to see him right now. Drugs. He's looking so devastated, like disgusting. Permit me use that word because he went from being a celebrity, a star in the movie industry and the musical industry into drugs because the the spirit of that stardom, fame, entered into and you now feel the thing is like a spirit, like it makes you feel like
You're on top of the
I'm now on top
world.
of the world. Oh, I cannot do anything I like. But at that point, you should ask yourself, what I'm about to do now, what role does it have to play in the life of many out there that are looking up to me? Because there are millions, like Cristiano Ronaldo has over millions. He is berated that his fan base is about how many continents based on the Instagram rating, Twitter, and all that. His fan base is the highest. So, whatever you're doing, ask yourself this thing I'm about to do now, what does it have to play on the life of people looking
Yeah.
up to me? So, I would say on that area of your question that not all celebrities make good role model. Well, I mean, not everything they do is good, and not everything you do you must follow.
I think sorry,
No problem.
I'm going to cut you
No
short.
problem.
You said this thing you just said about not everything they do you must follow. I think most youths find this thing as in they don't know where to draw the line. Now, for instance, excuse me, let's look at some outfits. You know that most of these actors they wear something according to the situation or probably
Function they want to
yes
attend.
and then you out there watching you see it as this is cool, I like to wear it, and then you end up wearing that same thing, not even thinking of the fact that this thing this person wore in I mean it was supposed to be for that person to portray whatever character or whatever message and all that. That's where I'll say that the youths are really really deviating. The youths are really really going out of line because they don't seem to understand reality from if it's literature they're saying fiction and non-fiction.
Non-fiction, yeah.
Yes, there's no way they don't seem to understand where they should draw the line, and that's actually a big problem.
That's a big problem because I get what you're saying. The thing is, for instance, in AMVCA awards, you see some celebrities putting out some kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Now, let me bust their bubbles. On a normal day, they will not wear it.
Of course.
The reason they are putting that on is they are trying to showcase the brand, the product of that brand that made that outfit for them. Now, when some companies or some brands see that you're into a particular level in life, they see you as a public figure.
Yeah.
They will want you to, they want to use you to advertise their brand. Now, some of those stuff, mostly they don't really go for them. They have a company coming to them, oh, madam, Since you're a public figure, and I'm privileged to be close to you, please, I think I would love you to, promote
Yeah.
the products of our brand. So we're gonna be making an outfit for you. We just want you to, and then the next thing they put it on.
Okay. So we're going to continue this conversation. Let's go on this very quick break. We'll be right back.
Kings Prime TV, your one-stop entertainment platform for live sport, news, top-notch Nollywood movies. Please log on to www.kingsprimetv.com or download our app from the Google Play Store or iOS to get entertainment just the way you like it.
Welcome back. So I still have my guests in the house, and we have been talking about role models. Excuse me. So I'm going to just ask these questions really quickly. Now, does it mean that celebrities they should have a sense of responsibility, knowing that there are people who look up to them?
Sure. As a celebrity, you should have some sense of responsibility because whether you like it or not, the level at which you've gotten to in life, a whole lot of people are looking
Looking up,
up
yeah.
because you have a whole lot of fans, you have a lot of people that just love you naturally. Naturally when people see you a public figure and you are actually doing something creative out there, they tend to like become your character and what you do get them if they get influenced by what you do. They are not only watching you on the platform of what you're doing as a celebrity, they are also looking into your lifestyle.
They follow you
They
up.
follow you up. They want to know what is the next thing you're doing, what are you up to, where are you going to. People practically live their life that way. But then you should know what you do. Because the moment you start smoking, you're already telling the people, oh, this is it. And then they will be like, wow, oh, he's smoking. Okay, I think I should try this out. That's how they see it. So they like, somehow, permit me say, they see you like a god.
Yeah.
You are like a demigod, like a semi-god to them. So whatever they see you do, that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
What they see you wear, for instance, I had someone some time ago, whenever Jim Ike comes up with an outfit in a movie, he will be like, I must get this outfit. Now, most times, those outfits Jim Ike is wearing sometimes are just a costume for that particular movie. That's where it comes down to they cannot differentiate difference between fiction and non-fiction, which is the reality. So they feel that's how it is, and then they live their life based on that level. So you should have a celebrity has some kind of, restrictions. There are some things you don't do. There are some things you do because what you do has a very big role to play in the life of many people following you up out there.
That's correct.
Yeah. So that's basically.
Now, okay. So has anybody told you that you are their role model?
To an extent, it shocks me most times because
Like you'll be like, what, me?
I'll be asked myself, what's so special?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to underrate myself.
Yeah.
But
It happens.
But it shocks me when some people say, you're my role model. I'm like, how? What's so special? They will say, sir, you won't understand that many people are looking up to you. A lot of people, most of them come to me on my inbox. Sir, I love your quotes. Always you're posting. Sometimes even when you post from something you post, I learn a lot. It motivates me, to encourage me. So that's why initially at a point I was not posting. But then when I remember, there are some people when they wake up in the morning, they want to check what has Ken Chris posted, what's the latest quotes, what's the latest outfit, what is it looking like. So I said, okay, wow. Since I know I now have a whole lot of people out there, I need to, keep up with those recent quotes, then also with the outfit thing. And then that's even where it gave birth to me now becoming a public speaker. Now, some people do call me for a function. Sometimes some students under APC forum, though I'm not a politician, so whichever one that calls me, I can still as well go.
Yeah.
They called me for a function. I spoke to them about the fashion design and the role it has to play upon the life of the youth outside the politics. And I was happy many lives were touched and affected by the message that day.
Okay. So now, being a role model,
Yeah.
is there a restriction to it when it comes to age? For instance, now, let's say you are older than me. Let's say you're 40 and then I'm 10.
Yeah.
Can you call me your role model?
Well, I'm 40.
Yes, and I'm 10.
And you're 10.
Yes.
And of course, you can actually, because I remember when I was around, I think around 14, as of then, I was seeing Peter Doce as my role model. In fact, as a matter of fact, when I joined the drama unit then, even a theater group then, when we were coming up, whenever I'm acting, what people used to say is that whenever they see me act, they are seeing Okonkwo, as they normally call him, Peter Doce. They say they see that character in me that, you see my role model? I say, yes, that's my role model. So, a role model doesn't have to do with any age range.
Oh, okay.
But somehow it will be funny for someone in his 40s
to make a younger person
his role model.
I mean, but if that person has values, if
the person has values, no doubt. But the age range is somehow, you can't possibly say a woman in her 80s cannot possibly say Emanuela is her role model. What's Emanuela teaching you at that age? Though she's just a comedian in her own form. Fine, she has some values that she have added to kids. Now, what she have actually achieved is making people to know the kids within her age range to know that as a kid, go outside the box. You need to do something more useful with your talent and all that. Good and done. But to an extent, there's some age restriction. What I mean is on the other side of it.
The other side, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So, an actress, Yvonne Jegede, she posted something on her Instagram page, and she said that, I'm trying to paraphrase.
Yeah.
And she said that you should make your parents your role model. And I'm going to ask, is it okay to choose someone else aside your parents? I mean, is it important that your parents should always be your role model at all times?
Now, this role model thing, it doesn't have to do with a particular set of individual. Now, because my mentor in the ministry aspect is Pastor David Ibieme, doesn't mean I will not choose any other person. I'll say, okay, he's the only one. No. Role models are in diverse form. In the parental aspect, if your parents have added enough values to your life, I mean, they are your role model because you learn from them. You hear some people say, my mother used to tell me as a child that I should never give up on my dreams, that whatever it is that inspires me, I should do it. That's the role model you get. Then you see some, my father used to tell me. That's the first role model you have as a child coming up, even as an adult. You still remember what your parents used to tell you. But then, outside them, you cannot say, okay, because they are your parents, like Yvonne Jegede said, that you should only make your parents. Okay, what if I love someone that is into the movie sector, and then I see that person as someone I learn from? That's your role model. You can't say, no, it's only my parents. That's being kind of static and stereotype in your sense of reasoning. So for her to make such statements, well, it all depends on her own reason and belief. But role model is not. It doesn't have to do with a particular set of individual. No, it's diverse. There are many things. For instance, you want to become a reporter. you should look for a very successful reporter out there that is your role model. So you learn from her and then add with the creativity you have. And that's it.
Okay. Now, when you say values, is it as regards to the person's profession or every other thing? Every other thing embodied. Like what I mean is, now let's say you are my role model and you are a TV host.
Okay.
I'm a TV host, and I say, okay, I like you because you're a TV host.
Yeah.
Now, you've added value to my life. I learned from you in that aspect.
Yeah.
Now, should I also look at your character to pick? For instance, you're a bully, assuming you are a bully. Should that also matter? So, should people go beyond just the profession and then look at what the person is made up of?
It's a very good question you ask, because at this point, most people don't really look out for these things. Now, first of all, when you look at someone that is successful in his career, ask yourself, how did this person achieve this success in this area? 2, what's the secret behind him getting to this level? 3, what has been able to keep him up till from, okay, for instance, Peter Doche have been an actor for over more than 20 or 30
Decades,
years,
yeah.
decades now. What is the secret behind that long duration of time that even from decade to decade, he is still trending, he's still being celebrated, he's still being honored? RMD, for instance, Richard Moffett Major, he has been in the industry for long, decades. Now, what has been that secret that kept him? What are those qualities? Now, that's where it comes, the character check comes in.
Okay.
Because, like I said before, your talents, your charisma, name it, whatever, can take you to a greater height in life. But what will sustain you is the values, which is your character, the qualities you're being made up of. That's what will keep you up there.
Yeah.
So you need to check. You go beyond, this person is good in this profession. For instance, now, R&D is good in his profession. Everybody knows he's been celebrated. What is the thing behind after that profession? What else? What is it that have kept him to this level? You can be good as an artist, but if you don't have a good character, you won't last. Because that character is what will enable you to become receptive towards people. People will appreciate you. People will celebrate you. Now, people per se do not just necessarily celebrate your profession. What they celebrate is the thing behind that profession, which is your character and those values. That's what they celebrate. And that's what people do not know. They feel, okay, it's because he's an actor. Okay, you're an actor, so it's because he's good. He can do, permit to use the word, you can punch, you can shoot, you can. Okay, so what else? So it's those values, those character you add outside your profession. What are those things you've been able to do, charity-wise, humanitarian-wise? What are those good things you've done? That's the thing people celebrate. Cristiano Ronaldo he's a great footballer.
Yeah.
He's a celebrity. He has won a lot of becoming the world best player severally, up to like 8 or more times. The thing makes people to get too crowded around him, supporting him as a fan and all that, is not about because he knows how to play football. That's not the only thing. Cristiano Ronaldo is a giver. During COVID-19, we all heard what he did, how he bought a particular hotel, used it as what's it called? I think the quarantine center. How he also helped a whole lot of people, donated some equipment in order to resuscitate people that are under the attack. So all those things are what touches multitude out there. They'll be like, wow. So apart from this guy being good, he's also a giver. He's a good person. He's calm. That's it. So people should look beyond that. Not that he's a good reporter. And even as a person, if you're wise enough, after checking what made that person good, also check what has sustained that person and what took that person to that top. Yeah.
So now, do you think that our youth have lost it?
A lot of our youth have lost it. Yeah, it depends on the area you're talking about. Anyway.
Because now they don't even look at character anymore. How do you see a controversial person and then you say this person is my role model? Like what is that person? What value is that person bringing? What are you? Because I'm trying to understand because I see a lot of controversial celebrities and then they have huge followers and I'm like, okay, what's going on?
It's funny because sometimes, even when I think about it, lately I tend to ask myself, like, is this now the norm? For instance, you see someone like, I'm not trying to judge him, I'm not condemning him, but he alone knows the reason why he's doing what he's doing. But you see someone on their same state, they'll say, someone like Bobrisky is my role model. And you see people crowded on his page listening to advice of somebody you know that he's doing this thing because of the fame.
Yeah.
He's doing it for the business,
For the money.
the money. Because if he doesn't do this thing, the money he's achieving and benefiting from all these things, he won't get them. And then you see people that have I don't know the right word to you, but you see them being so bent on, okay, see my role model. You know, they want to follow
what
you.
exactly are you learning?
Okay, what are you actually? You want to learn how to become a man and a woman at the same time? Is that what you want to learn? Like, it's crazy. It's surprising, but well, it's very funny, Sha. It's very, because most of our youth have really lost it, and I think they need to really call themselves to order.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, lastly, what role do you think parents should play?
In terms of the role model stuff, advice.
Yeah.
I think also our parents need to check their children as well. You see a lot of youths committing suicide. The reason is those are things they see in movies. And as well, the picture has a very big role to play. It captivates the mind, your thoughts, and your reasoning. So they need to put a big check on the children, the youths, feed them with values. The greatest investment you can do to your child is not the money you spend on the school you train that child. The greatest investment is the investment of the mind.
Investment of the mind.
The mind. What have you deposited in that child? My son, do not do this. Don't forget, if you do this, you do this, you do this, it won't work. But if you do it this way, it works. That child will grow with that mindset. A lot of people that are being spoiled today, our youths that have lost it, is as a result of failed responsibilities of our parents. I'm sorry to say, but most of them they're only after, let me go and make the money and feed them.
And they don't even care what
they don't
care.
Do. So they need to put a very big check on the area of what they invest in the minds of the children. Because if you don't work on that aspect, no matter how much you spend, it's as good as not even doing anything.
Okay, well, you've heard from our guests. I'm sorry to cut you. They say time. It's like time.
No, time is money. Time is money.
All right, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, I have learned a lot, and I'm sure you viewers out there, you've really learned a lot. I mean, you should follow people who add values to you, whether in your career, whether in anything you want to do. Look out for people who would give you good morals. So on this note, this is where we draw the curtain of today's episode of On This Table. On This Table is exclusive to Kingsprimetv. Do not forget to download our Kingsprimetv app. Go to your Google Store or the Apple Store and download the Kingsprimetv app, and you have access to lots and lots of exciting movies with good morals. Okay, until next time, this is where I draw the curtain. My name is Joy Dixon. Bye for now.